Welcome to Real Vibes, the show where we talk about movies, music, and TV shows. On today's episode, we have Emily Blue, another special guest, and we'll be talking about K-pop, Spider-Man, and some very other interesting TV shows and movies. So we'll be right back after a new song from Rosie and Bruno Mars.
Welcome back. How are you? How are everybody doing? How was your weekend, Emily?
My weekend was good. I was in Texas. I saw F1. And then I'll be in Texas again this weekend.
Great.
Nice. I went to and got to be a photographer. Was for some engagement photos. It was really fun. We went to Natchez, and we just had a great weekend.
That's fun.
So everyone had a great weekend.
Yes.
How was
Hopefully
yours?
great week.
Yeah. How about you, man?
I think it was all right.
What'd
I'm
you
always
do?
busy. I'm always working. So it was good. It was a busy week and
That's
biggie
good.
weekend. So let's dive into our first segment, music. So I just want to start with what kind of music do you listen? What are your favorite music?
So I listen in a very cliche way. I listen to a lot of music. I've always been into like K-pop, and I got into that around like 2015, 2016. So I've been listening to that forever. I listen to a lot of like rap, like Travis Scott, 21 Savage, Future, and then Metro Boomin, like the Spider-Man soundtracks.
Yes.
From the
really good.
the Into and Across the Spider-Verse movies. Those were just so good. I'm so excited for the next album to be coming out. And then, of course, I listen to like Madison Beer, Harry Styles, Conan Gray, just kind of those basic ones. Chase Atlantic is my favorite artist of all time. Saw them live. I dabble in just about every genre, I'm not gonna lie.
Like us, Dustin.
Yes, exactly. Like both of us.
I think a lot of our guests listen to everything, which is really awesome because we can talk about all kind of music and get different perspective. But you are the first guest who listen to K-pop, so I just want to talk more about that. Any specific big K-pop artists do you
Yes,
listen to?
so of course, when I got into K-pop, I actually didn't get into like when I was getting into K-pop, BTS was like rising. And surprisingly, I didn't get into K-pop because of BTS. I got into it because of another big group called Girls' Generation. They make some songs that I'm sure you've definitely heard without realizing it. Because they're popular in a lot of like video games.
Okay.
So, or like background, if you watch anime, you'll see it in there. But I got into BTS and EXO and all that back then. Blackpink was a really big one. We just listened to Apartment by Rose.
Mhm.
She's part of Blackpink. Got into them like 2016ish, like right when they debuted. But I kind of dabble in all the big groups as well as a lot of minor groups. It's just whatever shows up in my recommendations, like what shows up on my TikTok feed. Do you listen to any K-pop at all?
So I listen to like big music, like whatever they did recently with Bruno Mars and Rosie. I listen to that one, and I listen to big music from BTS or Blackpink, whatever that is big, and probably English
Yes.
mostly. But you gave me some of this album to listen.
Yes,
for
I
this
gave
week.
you some rising stars. I gave you aespa, which is under SM Entertainment, which they debuted, I think it was, like 2020-ish, I think is when they debuted. But, when did they debut?
2020. It shows
It was
they're
like
active.
fall of 2020, and they had a song called Black Mamba that came out. And they were really interesting because they're technically an 8-member group because 4 members are AI.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah, so it's a really weird concept that they have, and you saw one of their music videos, but they have, so each member has like an AI, they call it A, because aespa, whenever they normally have it, it looks weird, but they have, like each member has a AI version of themselves. So whenever they do some of their performances and some of their songs, more so on line performances, they have like an AI aspect of it.
That's interesting because I was there one of their music. I think it was Supernova.
Yes, Supernova is a big one on that one.
I think I watched their music video and it was kind of weird because they were a part in a music video where they had a picture and just moving mouth which I felt okay.
Yes.
It looks like AI.
Their concept is really interesting. It's very cyberpunk, very futuristic. I really love their concept because when they first came out, it was very, I don't want to say fantasy, but it had that futuristic fantasy vibe going on, and then they've turned more into like a girl crush, really metal style futuristic vibe, which is very neat. And yeah, but there was another group that did something very similar to it, but I mean, it's through a video game. If you guys know KDA from League of Legends.
I don't.
I'm
I
getting
don't
really
either.
nerdy on this one. But no, they had 4 people. They had Madison Beer, Soyeon, Mion, and then I forgot the last girl's name. I think it was like Grace or something like that. But they all have like a character in League of Legends that they'd voice for this music part. It was really cool. But I also sent you Kiss of Life.
Yeah, I love.
They
I love
just came out with a new album.
their album. Lose Yourself.
Yes, Lose Yourself. They have their title track is surprisingly not the most popular on that, but I mean, you and I end up having the same favorite song.
No
So-
one but us.
It
Well-
sounds so.
Well, with me, I
2016.
don't have a lot to talk about with K-pop because I don't listen to it that much. Just like he was saying earlier, with just the popular songs and stuff, I've heard some of those, and I've heard some that might have been played in some animes and stuff like that. But other than that, that's you guys.
The first K-pop song I listened was from Psy, Gangnam Style.
Yeah, that's,
That one's
Like
a
2013,
classic.
2013,
Yeah.
I
I'm sure
believe.
that's the first one too.
I actually like Psy.
His energy is just different.
I'm very big into K-pop. I know a lot about the entertainment companies and such, but Psy actually came out with his own entertainment company called P Nation.
Interesting.
And P Nation holds some pretty big artists. Now, of course, there's a lot of controversy with some of the artists that are in there, such as Jessie and Hyuna. But, I mean, we don't talk about Hyuna anymore. She kind of is crazy. But, no, there's some pretty big artists in P Nation. I think Blackpink was actually planning on moving to P Nation, but then I think they have ultimately disbanded.
And another thing I love about K-pop is the music video. It's really different from, I think, rest of the music industry, even in the US. The music video are like, they have dance routine.
Yes,
they
the
have
dance.
colors. It's really unique.
So I'm doing I've mentioned this before on here, but I'm doing a music video for my senior project, and I have been analyzing like their music videos to get ideas, and I will say, just like you said, they are very different, but like good, different, and interesting than a lot of the U.S.
So a
music
lot of
videos.
in K-pop music videos, each group typically has a story or like a lore that the music videos is following.
Okay.
Like BTS, up until probably I say 2020, had a music video like there was a whole story. So if you watch like the Run music video, I Need You, Save Me, Spring Day, Fake Love, all of those, I mean, they all follow like a storyline, and it's really, really cool. Same with Stray Kids, they have the same one, and aespa has one as well. TXT, a lot of them. Like, Justin, you might really like I think it's I Need You and Run. You should look at
Okay,
those.
I'll definitely look into that.
Because they tell such a really cool story. And Fake Love has it has a beautiful color palette. And Blood, Sweat, and Tears by BTS. Those all four have really cool stories on them.
Interesting. So let's continue with the TV shows next. So
Yes.
again, same question. What kind of TV show do you typically watch?
I used to watch a lot more anime, but I've dabbled more into K-dramas. So, but I'm sure do you watch anime?
No.
I've
don't.
watched some of the popular ones like Attack on Titans, Death Note, which is my favorite, Dragon Ball Z stuff back in the day, but I dilly and dally in it.
I have watched first season of One Piece. That's all I have watched.
I haven't watched that at all.
So I watched a little bit of Attack on Titan. I could never get into the I could never really get into it. I did a cosplay from Attack on Titan. I cosplayed Mikasa at
really?
one point in time.
No, it's one of those you gotta watch a few episodes to get into it.
I
But
think I
mean,
watched the first season, and same with Naruto. I couldn't get into Naruto. I got into Fairy Tail. My absolute favorite is Violet Evergarden. It's like historical fiction. I did a cosplay of Violet, actually.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
It's so good. Y'all should definitely watch it. It's not very cliche anime, if that makes
Like-
sense. Like there's no beach scene.
Now, what is the story of this? Like, what's the plot?
So Violet Evergarden she was originally like an orphan, and the military took her in, and so she was raised as essentially a war, like a machine. So she was not grown. She did not grow up to have, she did not grow up to have emotions. Essentially, she was just ruthless, blunt. She didn't speak very well, and so at one of the things she was stationed at, there was a bomb and it blew up. The guy that was like her unit leader, and she survived, but she lost her arms. So then she ended up getting bionic arms, and she essentially learns how to be a real person. And she goes and she gets a job as like a typewriter. They're called dolls. And she would go and she would write for people, because back in when this is set, they didn't know how to type, so they'd write letters, and she'd go and write letters. And the story is really pretty, because as she is writing these letters and telling these stories, she's learning about herself, and it's so beautiful the way the colors are kind of muted, so it's just and it's very subtle, but they do get more saturated as the show goes on. But it's really so impressive. In each episode, there's one episode, I'm not going to spoil too much about it because I really want y'all to watch it, but episode 5, it's one with, there's a mother, and oh my gosh, it just like tugs at your heartstrings so bad. But
That sounds very interesting. I'm definitely going to give that a look.
yes, it's not a very cliche anime style. I say it's more so like a cartoon. It's really, really good, and the art is just really pretty.
The anime Jujutsu Kaisen's been going around a lot. I've heard a lot about it. Have you watched that?
I've seen parts of it. I'm definitely more so part of the fandom than the actual show itself. I love the Gojo Satoru. I said that wrong. Satoru Gojo, like, fan art and the cosplays and all that, because everyone who does it is just so funny. It's like, what's he doing here?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I'm probably definitely going to watch it because there's just so many people around me saying it's good.
I've heard a lot of really good things. I got into anime a lot right before 2020. I'd say probably around 2018, back when BTS was blowing up. Mm-hmm. So anime and like Asian culture was blowing, or like becoming really popular in the US. So I watched like Yuri on Ice, Haikyuu. Haikyuu came out more so in 2020, but Fairy Tail. I watched, of course, like the magical girl ones, like Sailor Moon, and it was really fun because I've always been a big artist, and I loved drawing. So of course, when you get into watching shows, you say anime, and everybody's like, "Oh, now you think you can draw."
They are really pretty. Like every scene can be a wallpaper.
Oh yes, it's truly like, because from the artist perspective, like thinking about how to animate that and like just everything, I'm like, somebody had to take the time to draw this, because AI has been a lot more popular now, but I mean back in 2018 we didn't really talk about it. Like the most AI we knew was Siri. So I mean, it was just like somebody actually took the time to hand draw these.
It's impressive.
I would get so bored.
I cannot draw. That's something I cannot do.
I can't draw for that long and that much.
Okay, I just want to give another update on The Office. They are bringing another new version, which is the Mexican version.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they have Australian version. I think it came out just last week.
Talked about it on the show.
And now they're bringing Mexican version, so I don't know.
I've been watching The Office lately. I've been flying a lot, and it's on the plane. The Office is funny.
I want to do...
It's such a dry humor. I can't.
Yeah, I want to do something similar to Office here at Southern Miss Student Media, where I work.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be very
Hopefully
fun.
Next semester, I'm planning something out.
I think that'd be hilarious.
It will be.
Oh my gosh, imagine following... Can we make Michael Scott be Dr. Beverly? Like, please.
I'm trying to get every, like, Dr. B.
Hey, I'll do it. Put me in, coach.
Yeah, everybody.
But no, that'd be so funny if we made him like the main one, because we were literally yesterday, or was it yesterday? Maybe it was the day before last. But we were making fun of Dr. B so bad. You were there when we were calling him old.
Oh yeah, I was there. Yeah,
That was so funny. We're like, how old are you? How old are you? And he's like, I'm not that old. I'm not that old. And we're like, are you 50? And he's like, what?
Oh.
No. He's only 44. He's younger than both my parents, which is crazy to me.
He's young. He's young.
Yeah.
He's young. We age him, I fear.
Is any update, Justin, on any TV shows?
Yeah, like usually, the Penguin. If you guys haven't watched it and you like DC and the Penguin and the Batman stuff like that, there's a 5th episode. There's only gonna be 8 episodes. The 5th one came out. Every episode has been great. It does not disappoint. I'm not gonna give any spoilers about it, but yes, it's on Max, and I think it is still the #1 show on Max.
I think so. It has really good rating.
And I love it. It's very good. I watched a video on. I didn't even know that Colin. I thought that was actually what he looked like in the show, but I
No.
watched him do the makeup or the stuff they do
Yeah.
for his face, and it's
Different
amazing.
guy. It's different
I
guy.
was like, at first I thought that was actually him, but I was like, no, the dude looks completely different.
Yeah, special effects makeup is pretty
So
impressive.
it really is, and I mean that's obviously something I've always liked, because if you're able to do it that well, to where I honestly thought it was real, and like you showed me, oh, that's not him, it's a completely different person, then that's just phenomenal.
Are you doing any special effects makeup for Halloween?
I'm not, no.
no, I don't have
Too
time.
busy, yeah.
What are you going as for Halloween?
I don't know.
I
No
don't think I'm
plan.
gonna-
No plan as of
Yeah.
now.
Are you gonna go
plan
as
right now.
yourself?
Busy.
Yeah. What you gonna dress up?
I don't really know what I'm gonna do for Halloween. I know I'm going one place where I'm gonna be wearing more so like rave attire, just because that's the theme of the event.
Okay.
And then I think I'll have like a with my boyfriend we're going as Batman and Catwoman.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one. I forgot about
Batman.
that. Yeah,
love
he
Batman.
loves Batman so much. So I humored him, and I'm going as Catwoman. Either that or Poison Ivy. We'll
That's-
figure that out.
That's a good duo. Like
Yep.
Spider-Man's my #1, Batman's my #2.
Spider-Man's my #1, but
I think Spider-Man is in my number 5.
We did a Halloween trivia thing, and we had a bunch of people, or we had one. I think one girl said Poison Ivy,
Yeah.
one said Spider-Man.
Wonder Woman. I think.
Yeah, I think
No.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And then
I
the,
like
the
Wonder Woman.
Amigos or something.
My-
Amigos.
Yeah.
my cat went as Wonder Woman for Halloween. Actually,
Oh,
you guys, I'll
Cute.
show you it.
Okay, before we go to break, okay, that is a cute picture.
I
Emily
wanna
just
see
showed
it.
me the picture of cat.
I'll look at it later.
You can watch on YouTube. So before we go into the break, I just want to say that it's Katy Perry's birthday today. I'm a big fan of Katy Perry, so happy birthday, Katy. So let's go to break. We have few messages from our sponsors and our music.
Welcome back to Real Vibes. You're listening on WUSM 88.5. What a great song that was. Speaking of, we was talking about Spider-Man a while ago. That was in one of Miles Morales' soundtrack.
Yes, it was actually the title soundtrack for the Across the Spider-Verse movie.
Yes, but
My
it
favorite movie.
It is
So good.
Exactly, I love it. Love all those movies. But now it is time to dive into our movie segment. So, Emily, would you like to start us off with some of your favorite movies?
Yes, of course. So I absolutely love the Miles Morales Spider-Man movies, the Across and Into the Spider-Verse. I actually watched them out of order when I first saw them. I saw Across the Spider-Verse first before Into the Spider-Verse. But those are my absolute favorite. They're so good.
Yes, they are.
The animation style of
Yes.
both this movie are really
It was so different from the live action we know.
Yeah.
Which,
Or even just like a standard
those-
cartoon.
I mean, those first three honestly will always be a special place in my heart. But those are just phenomenal.
Crazy.
The way they did it. the
They have
animation.
variation of animation Across the Spider-Verse. I think they have Lego style. They had even live action, like, who was the guy? But they have like
It was
live
Black
action
Panther, yeah.
Black Panther.
in the scene. I'm excited for another movie.
I think it's supposed to be coming out next
Yeah.
year, like next summer, I think.
Well, I think one of them we're supposed to come out in 25, but they got postponed to
Oh,
26, I think.
Really?
No.
That's
Sure,
the
I was
one I was
reading.
talking about. I didn't know if it got postponed.
But it will be worth waiting.
Oh,
I know.
absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. But no, those are definitely my top favorite movies. I will watch them over and over and over again. I think they're so good because I love the animation style for it. But I mean, I love like cheesy rom-com style movies, the ones that make me like cringe and I have to like pause them and like go back to watching them after like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite. Like, have y'all seen To All the Boys I Loved before on Netflix?
Haven't.
I
I'm
haven't.
not really into those kind of movie.
Mm, that
I
must
only like
suck.
romantic movies, like when I'm watching it, like say with my girlfriend or something. And I mean, I absolutely love comedy movies though. But my favorite genre of movies is horror movies, all day, every
Ooh.
day, 7 days.
I like horror movies. Well, somewhat. I get really scared. But I have you like The Conjurings?
Yes, yes, the first one.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I watch them. So a lot of my friends are movie talkers. So we'll watch them at my house, and it's so funny to have like my friends narrate the movies. It's like, why would you go in that dark room?
Yeah,
like,
no.
of course
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna get jumped, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, what you doing with my boy Bill? Like,
And
what?
it's always like somebody falling down and slowly backing up when they're perfectly fine. Just get up and go.
No, seriously. I like to I would do that too, just because I'm dramatic. But at the same time, I don't know what I would do in that sort of movie.
You know, a lot of those things like that, though. I was talking with another buddy about that. He was like, "Why don't they just do this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, in reality, we think that, but there really wouldn't be a movie if they
Yeah,
just did
also-
everything smart.
It wouldn't be fun.
Yeah, it wouldn't be fun.
It
It
would
wouldn't
be
be
stupid too.
like, yeah, it's annoying and stuff, but we wouldn't really have a movie because if like, okay, just all right, let me just not go in the house, turn around, credits roll, like."
Hey,
the end of the
yeah,
movie. There's no
this
movie.
this house that's on like 20 acres of land and that nobody's touched, and like half the windows are missing, and a good
Somebody
solid
died.
yeah, and it's like 4
And it's
deaths have
haunted.
happened, and people weird things happen, and that's why it's on sale for like $20,000 instead of 200. That sounds like a great deal. Sign me in.
Yeah.
You're telling me it comes with a cereal box for free?
Yeah, you can. They could take the offer, sign the lease or whatever, get in there, and we'll have a movie. Or they could just say no, and then we wouldn't have a movie. So there we go.
Well, let's think rationally. I think that'd be hilarious. What if they made like a horror movie where it's like somebody went toward the house and then's like, I think this is haunted, so I'm just not gonna like show up, and then they end up like actually living in
I
a
just
haunted
got
house.
a crazy idea. What if they made a movie where like it's basically like you just said, but they make the audience think they're about to do something like the older movies or whatever, but they break the fourth wall and they're like,
I feel like Ryan
It's like-
Reynolds will be
yeah,
a
no,
good.
I know. He's like, oh, you
actor
thought I was
to
going to
play
go
that
in there.
movie.
Are you just is that just your guy crush?
It's like, oh, you thought I was going to go in there, didn't you? No, I'm going to turn and leave. But
Yeah,
I think
no,
that would be
yeah.
so funny.
That would be really funny. What if like he breaks the fourth wall and he just goes, "Chat, is this a good idea?"
Yeah, dude.
Don't
That'd
tell
be
me
so
is this
funny.
right or not.
Justin, that's our movie.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it.
You could do it.
Yes. Okay. Next SMTV part, instead of SMTV cinema, it's just gonna be
Our movie.
y'all
Oh, that's
making a
good
movie.
idea.
Oh, man.
Can we like The Haunting of Dr. B or something like that? Oh my gosh.
Dr. B.
Did y'all ever watch like murder mystery movies? Like the Murder on like Oriental Express, or is it Continental Express? I don't know. They're on a train.
That sounds really familiar.
yeah, I watched that
I
one.
think I might have.
It was Bullet Train, I guess.
No. It was not
That one?
Bullet Train. It was literally the murder on something Express. No, it was not
No.
Bullet Train, because this isn't like a comedy. This is
Murder on
like
Polar.
set in the transatlantic era. I think I don't know. There, I'll look it up.
But Bullet Train is a good movie. Just so you know, it's action, it's comedy. Some
Orient
people die.
Express. That's what it's called.
Oh.
Orient Express.
Orient.
Orient.
It's really good. I liked the way that one is. I think murder mystery movies are so interesting. Have you guys seen Knives Out?
I have. I love that movie.
Did you see that in Knives Out too?
I'm terrible with
I've
names.
seen both.
Show me an image of the movie. I might say yeah.
I know that they just came out with Knives Out 2 because of how well Knives Out went. Let me see.
I think Knives Out 2 came like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
There was, oh my gosh,
Yeah, it came
Glass
out.
Onion. Have you guys seen that one?
Yep.
I don't think so.
Isn't that the second part
That's
of
that's the
Knives-
second one of Knives Out 2. Dude, that one was insane.
I love how crazy that movie goes from one point to another.
Yes, and then like there's minor little details that they managed to put in. It's like, oh, homeboy died because he's allergic to pineapple.
Dang.
Like, that's an insane death. I'm sorry. If I die, because I'm allergic to strawberries, if I die to a strawberry, I'm going to be real mad.
That's crazy.
Like, I'm going to come back. I'm gonna be, like, avenging my own death. I'm going to be like, y'all really let me die to a strawberry?
Defeated by a strawberry.
That's insane, bro. Rochak, if you were in a horror movie, do you think you'd be the first to go?
Probably not, because I'm not stupid.
Oh, Zach. Yeah, no.
So I'll probably be the last one to go.
You're actually the murderer.
Could be.
Oh, plot
Could
twist.
be.
Could
Who
be.
knows? Who knows?
I've been noticing suspicions.
The silent guy is always the...
You were not silent. So for real.
Oh, kind of.
I would be like we was talking about earlier. If I saw an old abandoned house and somebody told me people had got murdered in it and it was haunted, I'm turning around and I'm leaving.
You'd be the guy who, like, is part of the original group and then, like, left
Yes.
for, like, 75% of the movie and then just, like,
and
comes
then
back.
I come back to like try to help them and I probably wind up dying still too.
I'd probably be the one that died. Like, I'd be the girl that dies and they have them just because it's like, oh, we need a ditzy blonde. Like, that would be me.
Okay.
Like, what was her name? In Knives Out. In Glass Onion. Oh my gosh. Why can't... Madeline Klein. That would be...
You?
That would be me.
Probably be, I don't know. Oh, we have Dave Bautista.
There's a
So,
lot of people in that movie. Have you
I
guys
think
seen...
they are making third one too.
Really?
I think they are doing something with this universe on Netflix.
Oh.
It's on Netflix, by the way, guys. If you haven't seen this movie,
Mm-hmm.
it's a Netflix produced movie.
Murder Mystery.
That's also
That
a
one's more of a...
Netflix movie.
That one... I don't think that one...
They also have two movies of Murder Mystery 1 and Murder Mystery 2.
Well, Murder Mystery, it has Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston
I'm
in
watching
it.
it.
Yeah, this is pretty fun movie. Story-wise, it is really bad, but
No, it's it's one of those movies that's like almost like a Hallmark movie bad, but like you can't turn away because it's like funny.
yeah.
I mean, if it's got Adam Sandler,
What's
and it's Adam
your-
Sandler.
I'm watching it.
Rochak, what's your favorite Hallmark movie cliche? Are you the cupcake girly or are you the cookie shop owner, the coffee shop owner? Which cliche is your favorite?
I don't know. I've never thought of this.
Me neither.
What would be you, Justin?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd be a cake shop owner. Sorry, y'all. Stay safe. But no, I think Hallmark movies are hilarious. Like, they're all the exact same. And, like, who gets married after, like, 3 days?
That's crazy.
And you don't have to think much, like, and just relax and watch.
I cannot relax and watch those movies. I am, like,
Analyzing
biting my nails because of how cringe it is. It's like, oh my gosh, I just slipped on ice during the ice skating competition.
Oh, that reminds
I
me.
need a hunk to just grab me and what's it called? Make me feel safe and happy because I just tripped. And that's it. But apparently that's like life-threatening in this universe.
Yeah, no, that reminds me of the Scary Movie where
Oh my
the
gosh,
girl,
yes.
the girl's like, "Oh, please don't kill me," and she was just like, so
Yes.
funny.
I haven't seen those movies.
I
should-
love
you
the
should
movies that make fun of movies. Those are so
I
good.
know. They should do more of those.
Rochak, are you making a movie?
Yeah, that's the goal.
Exactly. Me too.
I'll be making some thriller movie, probably
100%.
comedy, but comedy is a
Love
bit hard
that.
to make. But that's my entire goal of my life, to make a movie.
Let me know. I'll do the makeup for you. I used to be really into special effects makeup. I wanted to be a special effects makeup artist for a long, long time. Then I realized, like, I don't actually like doing people's makeup.
I'm trying to create a horror movie.
Oh, you want to work on my movie
I'll work on your movie. I'll suck it up and I'll
for
do
free?
people.
I might dive in too, man. Depends on what it is.
Hey, maybe
Yeah, I don't have
if I
budget.
get to act in
You
it,
Oh, okay.
you're actually just gonna like name your movie Emily Blue did the makeup.
No.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Let me get some out of the way. Have you seen anything about Terrifier, Emily?
I've heard of it. I don't think I've seen the Terrifier series.
Okay.
I mainly just was into like Insidious and The Conjuring. I saw The Red Door, which I think
Oh,
is
yeah.
part of Insidious, but
Yeah, those are totally different. Terrifier's a slasher, but
no.
I've brought it up a lot. That's one of my
Every
favorite.
so.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
good.
every so.
Cause-
Someday.
Continuity, man.
Because that movie is really good. I watched Terrifier 1 and 2, and they're crazy, but
I watched
crazy
Terrifier
good.
3 in theaters, and like 2 or 3 couples walked out, and I honestly don't blame them because I was thrown off by that too. But
Oh my gosh. Have you guys seen The Red Door?
no,
Nope.
I want to see it though.
It was good. I saw that in theaters, and there was a group of like teenage boys next to me and my friend who went, and I'm telling you, they were so funny because like at every scary scene, I'm like over here like clutching my seat because like I'm scared. And I mean, they're like jumping, popcorn was thrown, like they're freaking out, but like they were being respectful. They were just terrified.
Yeah.
And like at one point I hear a dude, get out of my seat. I don't want to cuddle with you. And then the guy's like, dude, I'm scared. Hold me. I was like, this is so funny. Like I'm dying laughing.
Yeah,
Like this is really amusing.
You've seen Smile, the first movie?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I watched it too, and I want to see Smile too. I heard it's really good.
Yeah, it's getting good reviews. Smile movie is kind of interesting concept to smile, and I don't remember, but it's interesting.
Yeah, the ending was absolutely terrifying. That's all
Yeah,
I
a
will
lot of
say.
blood.
I heard that like the way that they are advertising it
It's really
is really
it is the way they're-
strange.
but it's very creepy too, though.
Yeah,
Like,
this guy smiling and watching
Dude,
out of
I'm
window.
not gonna
it's
lie.
like
If
people
somebody,
in New York just standing in the street smiling at people, and it's
Mhm.
like, I'm
That's
like,
so
dude,
creepy.
That is so creepy. Yeah.
there was a girl I went to high school with. Now she would always smile so much, which like you'd think about it and you're like, oh, she's just joyful and happy. Her smile was one of the scariest things I've ever seen for whatever reason. Like, I mean, it was just like the most soulless, happy smile I've ever seen. And she just did it because I think her mom was like, okay, remember to smile. Like, I was like, ooh, girl, please close your mouth because I'm scared right now. But she had really good teeth and her smile was really quite beautiful. It was just terrifying because she's like 6'1" and walking around the hallways
Smiling.
and just smiling
And
at
looking at
people.
people.
And she's so jolly. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to be murdered by you. Like, there's no way you're real.
Sounds like the movie right
Yeah,
there.
she should play Smile 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let her know. I haven't had contact with her, but I will get the contact back. That'd be so crazy if I texted her and be like, hey, remember you used to
okay.
smile at everybody in high school?
You should play Smile
You
3.
should be in Smile 3. What is your dream movie to be in? Like, what's your favorite? Like, if you got the opportunity to be in in the movie, like, what movie would you jump at?
Probably Marvel Universe, anything with superhero. Oh, The Boys. The Boys. It's not a movie, but it's TV series. But I would be interested to be in The Boys universe.
For me, like horror is my #1 movie category. Whether that's like something like Paranormal Activity.
Hey, that's
or
crazy.
I don't wanna be in a
slasher
horror
stuff.
You want to be in a horror movie?
I want to be in because I love the thrill. Like I'm young, so I can still get jump scared and not die yet.
Dude,
In the future, probably not so.
could you outrun a demon?
No,
You're
I can barely run myself.
You're gonna die,
No.
Justin.
Well, at least I get to star in the credits in the movie.
Just in the
If you live for the credits,
The credits are shown regardless, even if I die. But no, that would be cool. Just to be like a protagonist in it, but maybe like doesn't die, but like solves the murder or the mystery, or defeats the something.
I know where I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be in Mamma Mia movie.
Mamma Mia movie.
I've not seen Mamma Mia.
It's really good.
So like instance for Terrifier, like
It
you
will-
could put me in the movie and I can
Justin?
kill the Terrifier. You know?
He's still on
Sorry,
being in a
I'm sorry,
horror
I'm sorry.
movie.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I want to be in a Disney princess movie.
Okay.
one?
I want to be in. So the Cinderella is my favorite Disney princess because she's blue. She is quite frankly my favorite. But I want to be in the live action Cinderella, the one by Disney. Her dress is so gorgeous. Like, can I be Cinderella, please? Like, I will change up my name. I'll go by Ella, or they can call me Emma, I guess. Cinderemma. Like,
Drama.
please put me in. Put me in, coach.
In a different world, I'd like to star as Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Across the Justin verse.
The
The
Justin
Justin verse is crazy.
across SM too. What superhero would you be?
Deadpool.
Deadpool?
Deadpool.
Mhm.
I love Deadpool. He's so funny, man.
I watched Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That was
Such
like
a great
the
movie.
movie of the year, honestly, for me.
Yep.
I'll be
best
Gwen
movie
Stacy.
2024. I love Gwen Okay, I can't say her name.
Gwen Stacy
Oh,
from the
Gwen
Spider-Verse
It's
movies.
played by
No, I
Haley.
didn't hear you at
Haley's-
first.
I'll go pew pew, you know, like with my like webs.
Yeah.
I think it'd be great. I think I could do a great Gwen Stacy. I'm gonna go dip like half my hair in like pink Kool-Aid or something.
Oh, okay.
I love that hairstyle. Okay, let's go to our final song before our final thoughts. It's the
Okay.
song from
Oh, Madison Beer.
Yep.
Yeah, I love this song.
Welcome back to Real Vibes. And so before we head out, let's give some final thoughts. Emily, what did you think about being on the show?
I had a blast, even though I was just telling y'all about my favorite stuff. I had a lot of fun today.
Great. We're so grateful that you're here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for coming to the show. It was wonderful. We learned a lot about different movies, some K-pop thing for the first
Yes.
time. It's really interesting.
Yeah, there's always a lot of music out there.
Love getting to learn new stuff. So thank you again.
Yeah. Of course. Well, I'm so happy to have been here. Y'all have a good weekend.
You too. Okay, that's all for Real Vibe. We'll see you next week. Keep listening to WSM 88.5. Follow us on our social media on YouTube and Instagram at Real Vibe. So, see you next week.